Wemby went nuclear in his playoff debut.
Put it behind his back, trying to extend a 7-0 run. Spinning on Obvious. All the way to the basket! Oh, Wemby!
We got the first surprise of the first round.
Keeps the eyes up. Oh, he put it in the perfect spot!
And Dillon Brooks tried everything he could to break the thunder. So we gotta start in San Antonio because of the atmosphere in the arena. Just look at all these colors. This gotta be one of the best crowd choreographies I've ever seen in the NBA. And Wembanyama gave them multiple reasons to cheer for at the start.
We're able to win 42. Wemby on the drive. What a move. Took it off the glass, put it behind his back, trying to extend a 7-0 run. Spinning on Obvious. All the way to the basket! Oh, Wemby! The Blazers' interim head coach. Wemby, a three!
Vic had a great opening to his first ever playoff game, scoring 12 points on 4 of 6 shooting to give the Spurs a 9-point lead. Duncan and David Robinson were enjoying the view from the front row, admiring their successor. They didn't make him like this back in the day.
28th in the league, they shot it so well in that play-in game against Phoenix. That guy is a good three-point shooter.
Wemby hit a pair of threes in the first and continued doing severe damage in the second quarter as well.
Beyond Obdia and Sharp's team, Wemby on the high handoff. To be with the Blazers, Wembanyama at the basket, throws it down again. Wemby, full flight triple.
Whoa, you've got to be kidding me.
My goodness, are you kidding me? A 7'6" giant firing a running three from the corner and splashing it like he's freaking Ray Allen or something. The alien led the Spurs to a 10-point lead before the break. But coming out of it, the Blazers made a little run, showing the world that they're not in it just to get swept.
Holiday, Henderson faking, now taken, and he does get it to a 4-point game. The truck has my back.
Look at this.
Takeaway by Henderson.
Run with him, Donovan.
All the way to the basket. Timeout, San Antonio.
Scoot Henderson strips Wemby and blows past Castle for the finish on the other end, capping off an 8-0 blitz to cut the deficit to only 2 points. This forced San Antonio to call a timeout and regroup on defense, tightening the loose screws, which paid off big time.
Hit ahead, Holiday. Champagnie was back. Playing free safety. Holiday behind the play. 5-on-4 and free is Champagnie for 3. 10 in the quarter until that knockdown by Champagnie. Baseline grab, Henderson stepped on the line. Another turnover.
Another turnover here.
Holiday slings it inside. Clingan to convert. Got it back. Denied by Vassell.
Devin Vassell gets up to block the much bigger Clingan and gets rewarded on the other end.
Exciting 2 minutes in sports. And then the excitement of the NBA playoffs. Vassell.
Well, he's doing it on the defensive end. He might as well get involved offensively.
Jack it up. Go get it. Devin Vassell. Timeout, Portland.
Vassell lights up the entire arena with back-to-back threes to bump the lead to double digits, and Victor's loving it. The Spurs shot a solid 45% from downtown as a team, building a 17-point lead before heading into the final stage. So when winning time came, Wemby was ready to take over on both ends of the court.
Swats it away. Come on, come try it. Champagnie, one more. Harper, baseline drive. Timeout. Portland, the Spurs on a run. Here's Wembanyama working inside with Clingan in there for a while. Fights it over the rim. Counted in a foul.
Stuck between 2 defenders, gets hit in the face, no problem. Vic embraces the physicality and scores the and one. So what do we have next?
Just a long run, long shot. Got that. Little dance, little spin, little window. That's for you, Tim Duncan.
Wemby goes mano-a-mano against the much heavier Clingan, but banks it in off the glass anyway. This gave the Spurs a 21-point lead early in the fourth. However, Portland wasn't gonna surrender that easily.
And all the eyeballs are on him. Nice move there by Holiday.
Half-minute mark of the third quarter. Since then, it has been one-way traffic. All San Antonio. Scoot Henderson, shot by the head. Obdia couldn't get it over Wembanyama. Thybulle, 3.
Matisse Thybulle cuts the lead to 12, and Coach Johnson gets hit with a tech, enough to sound the alarm for the Spurs. But they have nothing to worry about when they have this guy on their side.
4, Wemby stepping back, taking 3. Making 3! Fox, Wemby in the basket!
Wembanyama puts the exclamation point with his 35th point of the night. He actually broke Tim Duncan's franchise record for most points in a playoff debut. And the 13-point lead with 3.5 minutes to go proved to be a mountain too steep to climb for the Blazers at the end. So let the drum roll begin.
Devin Vassell the honor tonight.
Everything was set for a similar scenario in Detroit as well, as the Pistons were looking to snap an infamous 18-year drought without a playoff win at home. Yeah, the last dub in Motown City happened in 2008 when these guys were in charge. However, the Orlando Magic couldn't care less about that. So,
early post up, it's Banchero, and it's a deuce.
He's at his best.
And Suggs just picked the pocket. He'll take it coast to coast.
Has to be an MVP consideration.
Oh, Jalen Suggs is everywhere to start this first quarter, and he gets to that loose ball. Numbers the other way. It's Wagner ahead of the pack, and he's got it, plus the foul.
The Pistons got punched in the mouth early, falling in a 13-point hole after just 4.5 minutes. Cade Cunningham didn't like what he saw at the start, so he got busy in no time.
Cunningham's got it. It's a 3. Can't hit that time. Rebound fought forward, taken by Cunningham. Leak out. Suggs couldn't get back, and Thompson's there. All 5 starters have now scored for Orlando. Cunningham, long stride for the deuce.
Detroit finally got it going when Beef Stew really turned up the volume in the arena.
Over the course of his 10-year NBA career, Banchero had it packed by Stewart. Beef Stew says no, and the first break finish. Cunningham on the other end.
A huge block by Stewart on one end and then the dunk by Cade on the other to narrow the gap to 7 points. But the best thing was they got their crowd buzzing behind them. And they continued flexing their muscles on the Magic.
From the floor, tough one. Off the heel for Bane. Back tap. Holland got there first. Running with Harris. Harris to the right. They went 7 2 years ago in the Orlando and Cleveland series. Wagner can't finish. They will not be speaking all that much outside of the game. The perfect delivery for Jenkins. Turnover. Kane threw it right to Green. Thompson. The attack. Over the top.
The Pistons turned defense into offense time and time again to get back to square one before the break.
A number of his teammates and friends got drafted into the NFL. Thompson running, Herder couldn't finish it. Thompson does. The cross, Banchero lost the basketball. Cunningham, the Euro finish.
But here comes another shocker for the home fans at the start of the third.
So much weight in the playoffs, and another great start by Orlando. Aggressive, Banchero on the back down. Banchero, dream shape and finish.
Oh, wow.
Banchero dancing. Keeps the eyes up. Oh, he put it in the perfect spot.
Banchero casually flips an alley-oop pass on the money for Carter Jr., who stuffs it for an 11-point lead. This meant code red for Cade and the Pistons.
Duran hands it for Cunningham. Downhill Harris. Nearly lost it. Robinson. Automatic. It's so important. Cunningham just always feels like he's under control. Gets to his spot. This time it's Harris for 3. Chance to get it to within 2 or maybe tie the game here. Cunningham gets downhill. All the way for the deuce.
Back and forth we go as Cade caps off an electric 10-0 run to make it a 1-point game. This was the story of the night though. Orlando would go up by double digits and Detroit would try to claw their way back. But they cannot do this forever, can they?
Last year, his first playoff experience as Banchero. I would love your experience on this as well.
I don't know Olivia's in the chat.
Well, no, I would definitely love your experience on that. Oh! The turnaround slam. Banchero on Harris. Skip pass. Open man. It's Black. It's a triple.
Yup, we saw another big run by the visitors to retake the 11-point lead near the end of the third quarter. And this, I might add, was a little bit tougher for the Pistons to overcome. That's because Cade was pretty much left alone on the offensive end.
Cunningham will dance. Cunningham will fire and hit.
He got it down to 7 before the final frame with his 23rd point of the night. Aside from him, only Tobias Harris was in double digits but on miserable 33% shooting from the field. And the scoring discrepancy only multiplied for the Pistons in the fourth.
Slowly but surely looking like himself.
To this Magic attack.
He's been the Energizer Bunny for them tonight. Cunningham, he is in a zone.
Detroit's offensive strategy was pretty much get the ball to Cade and move out the way. And sometimes it worked, but sometimes it didn't.
Cunningham. And Suggs with a box out and the save for Carter. A lot of hand fighting. Cunningham on a spin. And he floats it up. No! Just rolled off the rim. Rebound still loose. Harris fighting for it. Boom! Dove out. And it's out of bounds to Orlando.
Going at Cunningham down low.
10 of his 18 in the fourth. Cunningham doesn't have the response.
He doesn't cause he ain't no superhero. You cannot expect him to go 1 on 5 for the entire fourth quarter and get you to the promised land with no offensive weapons around him. Harris, Robinson, and Herter are all solid shooters, but the Magic had a man in front of them at all times as they chose to not double Cade. And it worked. Get this, outside of Cunningham, who finished with 39 points on 48% efficiency, which is great obviously, the rest of the squad shot a measly 36% from the field. The Magic, on the other hand, had 5 guys scoring above 16 points on 49% shooting. The team with the better supporting cast is the one that usually wins in the playoffs, and last night it was Orlando.
Get it to Harris on the outside, but a knock away. Leak out. Carter, exclamation point.
We have the first stunner of the first round, and honestly, I'm hoping for more of these. On the contrary, things in Boston went just as planned because
Tatum cuts through the D and slams it home. Jason Tatum drumming the rebound to get ahead, deflected by Brown. Brown in open 3 is good. Tatum swivels, drives, and finishes. There's those blow-bys that George was.
He doesn't have to worry about Drummond picking and popping. What a great shot.
Brown the flush on the delivery from White.
Tatum and Brown dominated in a wire-to-wire win for the Celtics over Philly. With 51 points combined on 52% efficiency, the Jays left no rooms for surprises in Game 1. It got so ugly for the Sixers that Celtics fans started chanting, "We want Boston," leading by 30 in the last period.
Pritchard step back, won't go.
Are the fans trolling the Philly fans there, saying we want Boston?
That's right, trolling the Sixers.
They're letting them know.
Playing chance.
You got Boston. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure Philly fans will stick with their wish after this brutal defeat. And we had a similar scenario in OKC as well, with the only difference being Dillon Brooks. Look at him before tip-off, not willing to hand the ball over to Chet. And then
that some of the guys we see today we may not see in other games, as Homer takes a shot to the face from Dillon Brooks accidentally.
First the shenanigans with the game ball before tip-off, and then this. Okay, it wasn't anything intentional, but at least he was willing to put up a fight. Regardless, once the Thunder machinery gets up and running, there's not much you can do really.
Baseball pass down court, Holmgren on the catch, gets it away in time, and hits at the buzzer. Player, but also last year offensively in the finals, he had 2 20-point games. Wallace with the slam off the alley-oop pass from Williams. The onslaught continues. Shot clock at 2. Williams trying to split the double. Great handle, and then goes up and under for the layup.
J-Dub had numerous electrifying plays in this one, sending the crowd into a delirium. He followed Shea's 25 points with 22 of his own on 60% efficiency to go along with 7 boards and 6 assists. All of that good enough for a 35-point win at the end. Day 2 of the playoffs brought us more excitement, but it wasn't close to what happened at the start of it. We saw 41-year-old LeBron James defying the laws of nature, as well as a thriller battle between the Nuggets and the Wolves. I broke down everything in this video right here. Check it out and talk to you in the next one. Peace out.